Jina langu ni Helen Ruto. Mimi ni Partnerships Director na mimi ndio mama hapa TCN, na hivyo basi nawakaribisha sana. Na kwa sababu ya nafasi ambayo tuko nayo, ningependa tu kuwajulisha machache kuhusu TCN. Wengi wetu tunasikia tu TCN, tunashangaa ni nini. TCN is Transformational Compassion Network. Transformational Compassion Network was started way back around 2009, but it was registered in this country, in Kenya, in 2013. It is registered in 6 counties in this nation, that is Kericho, Bomet, Narok, Baringo, Turkana, and West Pokot. And so to this far, we have been able, by the grace of God, being a Christian organization, to have different programs and ministries that are outreaches to the community. Our motto as TCN is empowering leaders for community transformation. And that tells you that we are working with the communities that we are having around us wherever we go, whether it's Baringo or West Pokot or Narok. And so presently we are actively in 3 counties, that is Kericho, Bomet, and Narok. But next year, we are going to Turkana and the other counties. And you will know why next year we're going to Turkana very soon as we continue in this program. And so being in Transformational Compassion Network, we have different programs and strategies that we are using as outreaches to the communities. The first one, we have transformational trainings. Within our transformational trainings, we have 2 trainings. There is theology of development and kingdom business. Theology of development is basically for church leaders and even community leaders. That is the pastors and all the leadership of the church and even the local church councils. Kingdom business is for the widows, widowers, and single parents. Those ones are in one class. And so those are the 2 trainings that we do presently. The second strategy that we use in Transformational Compassion Network is biblical social justice. Within the biblical social justice, we are advocating and protecting every creation that God made. And that is why we use the word biblical, because it's Bible-based. That is what God commanded us, that we take care of everything that He has created as stewards of His creation. And so in biblical social justice, we have different ministries and strategies that we're using. One of them is environmental conservation, that we reach out in the different communities and also institutions. We go to learning institutions, that is technical institutes or universities, colleges, and even the high schools. Also, we reach out in different churches. Sorry that I didn't inform you, TCN is an interdenominational organization. So we don't work, or we are not a one denomination church. And so that is why we are working with even different churches in environmental conservation. The second one in biblical social justice is the rich advocating for the vulnerable. Those are the elderly and the vulnerable people in our communities. And we also do outreaches to youth, or we have the youth empowerment. And in the youth empowerment, we have different programs that we are reaching out with, and that is where our sons today are in. And so the youth empowerment, we reach out in different aspects to the youth in our communities and in our churches, and everywhere we find the youth and the training institutions that I've told you, both girls and boys, and the young men, and also the ladies that we find in our communities. Those are the youths. The next strategy is organic health. In our organic health, we're reaching out using different aspects. We are having body checks or health checks, that we are checking people's health using a machine that we are having, and then we check the whole body. You will know how your body is functioning, whether you have a problem in whichever side of your body. And so because of that, we also work with supplements that help people in their health. And to that, we are using the Green World. Those are basically our partners in that field. Green World is what we use with organic health. Also, we advocate for clean water. We have Seramaji that we are helping people to have a good health using Seramaji in that field. We also have organic fertilizers. We don't advocate for the fertilizers that are bought in the shops, but we have organic fertilizers as Transformational Compassion Network. The other strategy is seedling livelihoods. Within our seedling livelihoods, we also have two strategies. That is, we have branding services. That is where the seedling livelihood comes in. Basically, seedling livelihood is a support system for the rest of the programs because we are a standalone organization. And so seedling livelihood helps to run all these organizations financially by the grace of God when we get the proceeds from what we do. So in branding, we do a lot branding generally of anything that you want branded other than yourself. Hello? Yes, so we do branding of all the items, whether you will be shown as time goes by what we brand. Caps and even the attires, you saw the staff, they have a logo for TCN, and that is our branding services with different aspects. The second part of seedling livelihood is last and not least is the Jumla Circle. Now we have started by the grace of God. We were registered this year as one of the circles in this country, and we are in the Bethany Investment Trust building in Kericho, where Bethany Bookshop is. So we have Jumla Circle, where we advocate for savings so that people are able to move on with their lives, and then you will be helped to move on. So that is in a nutshell on what TCN is all about. If you want to know more, kindly approach any of our staffs. We are able to help you, and you are always feel free kindly to visit our offices. Our offices are always open from Monday to Friday. But if you have an issue that you feel needs to be worked on, even on the weekends, kindly be able or kindly feel free to approach any of us. We will always be available to serve you whichever day of the week, other than Sunday, specifically when it is time for services, because we go to churches and we also worship God. All of our staffs go to different churches.